So I've fallen into a bit of a trap on my old free-to-play account. I kind of wanted to talk about it. Hello everybody, I'm Roadblock and this is a Raid Shadow Legends video. We are back on the OG free-to-play account. This is the super stacked account that has a very strong roster of champions. You guys have seen me talk about it quite a bit. What you've also probably seen me do, if you've been following the channel for a little bit, is keep talking about how, oh, one of these days I'm going to fix that. I'm going to rebuild that. Of course, I never do. I've been wanting to make changes to this account for a very long time, and for whatever reason, I just haven't been able to light that fire under my butt, and I wanted to talk about that. It's a bit of a trap, in my opinion, in Raid. Maybe that isn't the right word for it, but the problem that I kind of fall into is that I have really good champions, and they're almost too good. So I don't really have a problem with bosses because I have a Newt. I don't really have trouble with PvP because I have Nice. I don't really have trouble with PvE because I have Thor, and Thor does a lot of work for me there too. I get away with a lot because I have Odin and I have Armands to lock down waves and really keep things under control. So I've never really needed to push or like develop other champions or even improve their gear that much. I mean, this isn't anything crazy. Like, it's not super low. I know for a lot of players, 317 speed might be pretty high, but it's not quite high enough. Even on my, Arbiter, who should be my fastest, she's only 325. Given that where I'm at in the 370s on my main account, and I still am losing the speed battle, I know for sure that 325 is not enough either. But I think the big change for me is for Lady Mikage, and I want to see if I have the pieces now. So yeah, I kind of do. They're not the best pieces, to be honest. However, I really like Lady Mikage in 9-piece protection. Listen up, I just got a new promo link that you can use to follow along with me on my latest free-to-play adventure and get a free Elenaril as well as 3 more powerful epics as you level up. Here's how to do it. Log out of Plarium and Play and uninstall. Click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Launch Raid and complete the tutorial. Go to your inbox and claim your first champ. Don't miss out on your chance to get Elenaril right after signing up, as well as Fayne, Uugo, and Tagoar as you progress through Raid. Click on my link right now and let's crush this together. It's one change that I want to make today. I want to get her in a 9-piece protection set. I want to try and keep her somewhat fast. I think she's only in the 200s right now for speed. Yeah, 253. I'd like to have her up around 300. There's no guarantees because I have a much more limited supply of protection gear on this account, but I really want to get her into a 9-piece protection. And the reason being is that with 9-piece protection, allies deal 5% more damage per each buff placed by the wearer. And so when you talk about that, she can right out the gate increase 10% with her ally attack. That's a pretty big deal, right? And then she extends those buffs, keeping them up as well. She places a shield as well. I like her a lot in a protection set. I use her in a protection set on my main account, and I also love that I can keep these buffs protect too. So it's what I want to do. I want to build her in a protection set, and I have the pieces now, and my hope is that I'm going to be able to utilize that to get some improvement. Is this the only change I want to make? For today's video, yes, but I also want to speed up my Arbiter at some point too, and I might do that in this video. We'll wait and see, because I think I've already optimized her, but I haven't done it in a while if I have. So we'll take a look and see if we can squeeze out a little bit more speed out of our Arbiter and maybe even improve our Mons. I also kind of want Odin. You feel free to tell me if I'm crazy for this in the comments, guys. I kind of want Odin in a protection set. I feel like that's a little bit crazy though, and I don't think I have the pieces anyways. Yeah, okay, I don't have the pieces anyways, so it's kind of pointless, but I know that, he places a lot of debuffs, right? So you would think that maybe Feral, but I would love to be able to protect this block damage. This is a big deal for me. Plus, I'd like him to be a lot faster. He's only 290 speed right now. He's very slow for where I'd like to have him at. I'd like him to be a lot faster. And I was thinking about a protection because that would give him a lot more speed potentially. But I don't know. Am I crazy for that, guys? I really don't know if that's something that would make sense on an Odin or not. So obviously with accuracy and preferably crit damage or crit rate gloves and finding the crit damage elsewhere for his abilities. But let me know in the comments what you guys think. I won't make that change today, but let me know. The big thing I've been waiting for so long on this account is like a good supporter, like an Elva type support, you know, Elva, Duchess, Python. I know I talk about this all the time, guys. I'm not trying to just, you know, make it all about that, but quite honestly, this is like a first world problem, right? But when you have such high caliber champions and then you have to pair them with like a Rector Draft, it's like, which I haven't done, but that's like kind of my best option at this point. It just feels a little demoralizing, right? It's like, you know, I'd love to pair Odin up with my Duchess, you know, or Elva or something a little bit more impactful than just a Rector Draft. No offense to Rector Draft, great champion, just as an example. So anyways, that's where I'm at. That's my mindset. But let's go ahead and jump into this. I want to see if we can get the Lady Mikage into a protection set. So first things first, we're going to go ahead and equip these protection pieces here. It is an attack ring. I don't think it's worth reworking. I do, you know what? I have quite a few saved up. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to use the, hey, and we got HP. Hopefully we get HP percent, defense percent. Okay, no HP percent, but that's all right. I'm okay with that. We'll take that up to 16 and we'll ascend it. I don't think I have as many materials for, I have plenty of ascending materials. Okay. And we got HP on it. So I'll take that to 5 because this is going to be a build hopefully for her for a long time. I'm very happy with this being an HP amulet and not crit damage. I have had to make those types of choices in the past. So I do want to give her a high resistance and high accuracy because she does need to land her abilities. We'll go one more. There we go. 8. I'll take an 8. We're kind of hoping for HP or defense here. I'll take defense. I'll take that to 5. We've got enough materials. You can see this is what I'm talking about. I have been running a ton of Sand Devil and Phantom Shogun's Grove, and I haven't been spending any of the resources from it because I just haven't been playing this account. Now, this one gets a little trickier because I would really like an accuracy banner here. I don't know that I want to try and re-roll them because they both have speed, and I would hate to re-roll them and then lose speed. We'll give it a shot, and if this one loses speed, then I'm just going to roll the other one. I'm all right with a resistance banner. All right, yeah, so I lost the speed on it, so we're going to keep this defense one. We'll just take this one up to 16. I'm losing a lot of accuracy. I'm going to have to make up for that when I do the rest of the build. Go ahead and send this here. Looking for accuracy here, to be honest with you. Hey, okay, that was pretty good. And then we can go ahead and enchant that. I wish I had better speed glyphs. I'd like to see some 6-star ones here. I want this to be at least a 3 or higher. There we go. I'll take a 4. Cool. Okay. So now, what do I really want? I want speed, accuracy, HP, and defense would be some perfect pieces. Don't have it. Okay. Speed, accuracy, and defense on a shield. That's going to be probably as best as we're going to be able to get. Let's see if we can get some good speed on it. Ooh, okay. We got a roll on it. And then I saw a couple that were with HP. I don't know that I want this one now. Oh, it's got a pre-roll on speed. So let's take it to 12 and see what it does. If I get a lot of speed on it, HP, yeah, I don't know that it's going to be enough. If I just look at those 2 shields that I rolled. Okay, so these are all my speed and accuracy shields. This one's 12 speed, so we probably go for the higher speed one, which is actually the same speed that we already have, but it's not enchanted yet. So definitely want to go for the high roll on accuracy. Okay, I'll take that. Same thing with resistance. It is nice to have a lot of resistance on her. There we go. I'll take a 3 on it for now. I don't have very good speed glyphs right now, but you guys kind of get the idea. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video because I don't know that this is going to be too riveting, right, of me just kind of clicking and re-rolling and clicking and re-rolling. But we'll take a look at the build after and see what, if any, impact it has on the account. All right, so we've got the final build here. It is a little slower than I would like. I did manage to get speed with speed ascension on the boots. I had quite a few mats to re-roll that, and it did take me a couple of re-rolls. In fact, I think it'll tell me 7 rework attempts, so we did go through quite a bit of chaos dust. I had to go with an accuracy banner because my accuracy was just way too low, which is one of the problems that you run into with a protection set. So I was lucky enough to be able to get enough accuracy here, but there's no speed on this, so I think that's one of the big reasons why we're a little bit slow and we didn't quite get some of the speed rolls we would like. We've got a 2 there, a 1, a 1, a 1, right? So we're a little short in some of the speed components, and this is where you kind of have to ask yourself that question, like, is this still worthwhile? But I think it's okay. 296 accuracy may sound pretty low, but keep in mind that Mikage ignores resistance, right? So we ignore resistance with the A3 in her second form, and we ignore resistance on the A2 on the second form. And likewise, I think we ignore resistance here as well. So it's kind of okay. You can get away with a lot less accuracy on a mythical champion, and I'm kind of okay going that. If it proves to be a problem in some of the areas that I intend to use her in, if I'm just not landing my debuffs, I can always go back and change her masteries. I don't even remember why I went with this build. This is probably a build from a long time ago. I might even look into rebuilding her masteries as well. So this I did all by hand. I did this manually. I basically said, okay, I am going to rebuild this champion. I'm going to find the gear that I want to have on her. I'm going to re-roll it accordingly. But I want to show you another way. So let me pause real quick and we'll see if we can get our Arbiter any bit faster. Okay, so what I did, I went ahead and went onto the optimizer. This is my Arbiter that we currently have right here. And I want to go ahead and optimize her. So I want to see if we can get any more speed out of her. So I want to prioritize the speed as the highest here. We'll go ahead and take a look at the list here. So 338 appears to be the fastest that I can kind of do. Oh, there we go. Yeah, we'll let it keep running because we get a 341 there. I wonder, so we've got 20 seconds. All right, I'm going to let it run out just to make sure we get the fastest build, and then we'll take a look at it and see how we want to proceed. All right, so it's done. I don't like using the cards, but if you do use the cards, it kind of gives you a breakdown of like the plus minus, but I like to do it in this form. So 341. Let's take a look and see what we're looking at. So most of it's already Arbiter's gear. I don't want to take anything off of our Mons and the Mikage that I just rebuilt, right? So I'm going to go ahead and lock them. Do I want to touch this? Yeah, I can find a better piece for him. So I'm okay with that one. Yeah, I saw this triple speed one here, but I didn't put it on my Mikage because I needed accuracy and it didn't have any, and there was a better one that had accuracy, so I rolled that. Okay, so we'll clear it and then we'll start again, and it should give us that same one, but probably a little bit slower because I don't want to take anything off of my Armands. He's already slow enough as it is, so I don't want to make him any slower. And I definitely don't want to do anything with the Mikage that I just rebuilt either. So I think really the only reason those boots are probably showing up is because they're probably one of my only pairs of boots that also has an ascended roll on it. So, but looks like we didn't lose that much speed with that change, so I'm sure we'll see something else different here in just a second. All right, so we found a build. All of these champions are ones that I don't mind taking gear off of Oboro and Vargal. So I went ahead and hit equip in game, and then if you go back in game, you'll see they've gone ahead and equipped it. So I can go ahead and do that for free because we're in the middle of the free gear removal period. And we now have a 342 speed Arbiter, which is quite a bit faster than what I previously had. And that's how the optimizer can work. But yeah, we've improved my account, right? The next step would probably be Armands, if I can figure out a way to get him a little bit faster, but also maintaining his accuracy, which is clearly a challenge on this account, but might not be too bad now that we have a much faster Arbiter at 342. Hopefully that'll be enough to kind of get away with and carry him, and it will also help with Odin. But I really feel like I need to rebuild my Odin. What do you guys think? I feel like 290, it's just a little bit slow. The accuracy's there. I like the accuracy that he has, but I don't know. I feel like I should be doing better with my Odin. And don't even get me started on my nukers, but to be honest, Nice does all the work for me these days. So, and I'm very happy with my build on Nice. Very, very happy with the build on him. So I don't think I need to make too many changes there other than perhaps getting a better roll on this chest. Let's see if we can do it. Getting a little bit lucky today. I have never actually re-rolled this before, so that's a surprise. We don't want accuracy. We're looking for HP percent here. Let's see. We're starting to get low on Chaos Dust. Uh-oh. Attack percent isn't the worst, but not what we're looking for. Hey, there we go. That's a big boost to him now. 20% more HP on my Nice. I'm very excited about that. Drock will not be happy to hear about that. Any chance I get, if I'm ever in his stream and he complains about Nice, I'm always quick to remind him that even I have a Nice. So I'm trying to get HP on this, but I've got far less Chaos Powder, so I don't know if I can make it work. But we're gonna try. Oh, this is painful. Yeah, well, guess we're stopping there because I can't afford to do it anymore. All right, guys, well, we'll call that a video. A little bit of a weird one, maybe. Might not be the most interesting thing, but this was important to me, and it's always fun to use you guys as my motivator to get me off my butt to do what needs to be done, right? So I needed to rebuild champions, and I decided, hey, I'll make a video about it, so I will do it instead of slacking off and just, you know, riding the coattails of my Nice and my Newt. So So thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this, please consider subscribing. It is the best way to support my channel. And I look forward to seeing you all in the next one. Take care.